I hate that Roll20 automatically turns my camera on.
Oh yeah, that's very annoying. You can change that in the settings.
I was just like looked at myself. I was like, "Oh God!"
That's like when you're like playing, like on a PSP or a Switch or something, and the screen goes black and you see your reflection for a minute. That's the scariest fucking thing in the world.
Don't make
All
me
right.
come to term with my life choices. I'm not ready for that.
All right. So we left off last time. You guys were under assault by the gang that had previously contacted you, who seems to be hauling ass towards this space station that you've both arrived at, and they seem to also be hauling some precious cargo. Seems to be a stranger that recognizes the bot whose name is Troy, also known as Troy Bot. I forgot to listen to the very end before we started, so I don't quite recall exactly how it ended.
They're on the ship.
I think the hulls
We,
got
we
breached.
we pissed them off. We're gonna fake lower the shields. I don't know whose idea that was. They rammed our ship. I believe they're in the ship. That's what I recall. It's mostly Cedric's fault up to this time.
Hi. I'm pretty sure Cedric communed with the Abyss, asked something
I
unrelated.
did. Yep.
Oh, right.
He just pants too.
In fairness, you guys took a really long time trying to get that communicator working when you were just going to the same place as them.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
So I don't think this is all Cedric's fault.
Nice.
Or Amex. Sorry, it's 8:30. There are only character voices and names from here on out. So, you guys are being jostled around. Alexa just told you that your hull integrity is dropping. Phil, can you turn your mic down a little bit, because I really hate hearing my own voice.
I'm in a headset. Is it me?
It's you, yeah. Oh, now it isn't.
Okay.
Now it's good. So, you guys see, you are coming upon the space station now. Their ship is, we'll say, about 30, just to make this easy, 30 space clicks to like your 10 o'clock, your 9 or 10 o'clock. They are also heading towards the space station, but it looks like there are some rear gunnery. Some rear gunner is taking shots at you as you both approach the space station. What do you do?
Grab our guns. Weapons.
Alexa, broadside.
What?
Oh,
Yes, sir.
Yep.
Father Vincent.
I'm assuming we have guns on the Alexa, and Troy's automatically plugged into them.
This is this is up to you guys. It's your ship. Does Alexa have guns?
yes.
Silence and a train sound.
I'm also a fan of saying no here. If we want to make this more a challenge, which this whole thing for us has been, right? Or we just get guns.
Well, I don't. Did we ever establish? Did we ever establish whose ship it belongs to? Like who funded this ship?
I think that's a Lucho
I'm
question.
assuming-
Sorry.
So,
I'm
sorry, I didn't explain everything too well. This won't super elucidate it, but you mentioned that the Terracats are partially funding all this work. Who the fuck is Brenda Rupp? From the directorate, and the directorate kind of employs you as like black ops guys. If it's anybody's ship, it's kind of your ship, Baryon. But
Yeah, that's what I was worried about. Because that would probably imply that it has no weapons.
but see, you
Okay,
guys
okay.
did not build this ship. You
He-
you funded the directorate, but the directorate has other needs that.
Hear me out. I think I have the best compromise here.
Okay.
Our ship has no, as Amex's specialties here, blade guns or regular guns, right?
Okay.
What we do have is peace harpoons,
Okay.
right? So harpoons of peace, and we have several,
All right.
right? Like back in the whaling days kind of thing.
Mm-hmm.
And
Space whales.
it allows us to get closer to them to help spread peace.
Mm,
Right?
I like it. I
Who's-
also like the bottle opening
Who's
sound.
gripping it and ripping it, having themselves some Suds and Buds?
I opened Patron. Is that a bad thing?
That's
Somebody's
not a
trying
good.
to wet his whistle.
How did you make can opening sounds with a bottle of Patron?
Hold on. I tried to do it very quietly though.
You could be on mute. That's even quieter.
That shit could be next to my ear.
My bad.
It's
Where are we?
okay.
Alexa, fire the friendly harpoons. Wait, why do we want to get closer to them?
I think the idea, correct me if I'm wrong, Jan, is these harpoons will do damage to this ship. And that's your main goal. I'm assuming.
No. We're
Like, do you
harpooning
have any?
them, and we're gonna
any-
reel those fuckers in.
What is
Alright.
going on? Well, I guess that's
And,
what
and
we're
they're
doing.
getting peace, either in this life or the next.
Alright. Alexa starts up her harpoon aiming minigame, and you start aiming the harpoons. Now, who wants to roll to fight to fire these?
Fuck yeah.
How many do we have? Like, I say that we should probably fire all of them.
Why did I get logged out?
How many do you guys have?
How many
I-
weapons?
I fe-
You said like broadside, so I'm like feeling like maybe like 3 each side.
like 3 each side, but 2 of them are front face. Like I'm thinking like a 6 dice where there's 3 per side, so 2 could be fired forward, 3 could be fired port or starboard, and 2 could be fired back. But the middle ones are more up and down, so you could fire 2 top and 4 bottom if need be.
Hmm.
This will come in later when we try and harpoon some land things.
Yeah.
Okay. So, does that make that's 5?
6, 3 per side. Imagine 2 triangles on each side of the ship.
All right. So if you're
I'll
broadsiding,
draw the
you're
ship later.
You're firing 3. I'm assuming if you're broadsiding them.
Yes.
Okay. So roll firefight. Roll plus volatile 3 times.
Do we each take a turn doing that, or?
Yeah. One each of you on the guns.
Oh, I'm volatile.
I am pouring coffee right now.
What's the roll?
I'll pass on my roll.
2d6 plus volatile.
We need to keep referring to these harpoons as peace harpoons for legal reasons.
Oh,
Mhm.
I didn't mean to.
No, that's fine.
Oh,
Amex, what's your volatile?
yeah, that's what I was. That's why I fucked it up. I'm pulling
What are
up
you
my
again?
thing.
Mystic.
Mm-hmm. Rectamundo.
You are -1 volatile. So you
Alright.
rolled a 7. That's a mixed success. Steve unfortunately rolled a 5. That is a fail. One more. We need one more. And
damn it.
Choi
Ooh.
rolled 2d6 flat. Choibot is an intellect. Yep. All right. So we're gonna say You broadside them. You all aim at the ship as you come up on its left flank. You come kind of right under one of the mass boosters that's pushing it. And Alexa counts down. Fire. And two of these harpoons rip through. All three of them rip through space. One of them slams right through one of the mass boosters.
SM,
Oh,
these are peace harpoons.
One of them peacefully slams right through the mass booster. It immediately
Littered with pamphlets now.
sparking and lights a flame, which isn't possible in space, so you're wondering how that happens. One of them kind of arcs towards the ship and kind of glances off the bottom side of it and is just going on its merry way, having a nice trip. And one of them lodges itself directly into what looks like a thicker part of the hull on the underside, and it is stuck fast.
They're ready for peace.
The opposing ship sort of begins to turn into the hit because it lost one of its boosters. It's now kind of rotating on its axis pointing towards you guys. And the gunner fires another volley. And it hits once. It gets a really nice chunk out of the topside near the deck, near the bridge of the ship, and Alexa immediately raises an alarm and alerts you guys that the hull integrity is now starting to rapidly, like exponentially, well, not exponentially, you'd be dead, additively fall. You're currently looking at about 65%, and it looks like that one of those shots may have nicked the life support system.
what is the surrounding? What is around us in space? Like, are there any asteroids, meteors? Like, can I do a check to see what's around us?
I can just tell you there's nothing around you except for this space station is where you guys are. It's now kind of at your 2 o'clock. You can kind of see the docking bay. If you look out, if you look out on the bridge, which I'm guessing you all went to from the galley when you were getting fired upon to shoot. If you look out, you can kind of see it just on the upper edge. Let me see if I can draw. It's right here. Let's just say you guys are here. The other ship is right there. And that's a peace grenade, or a peace harpoon.
Okay, so as Birion, now that we have them harpooned, we have to be very careful that we don't slam them into the space station, because we definitely don't want to kill them.
I vote we start reeling them
Definitely
in.
don't want to kill them.
You know, we aim our ship away from the space station and reel them in, and let's go pay them a fun, peaceful visit of violence.
No, we definitely want to make sure that we secure them peacefully. No violence.
Yep. So
We
during
definitely-
this time,
We definitely don't want to use our ship's propulsion to crash their ship into the space station. We definitely wouldn't want that any kind of violence.
during this time, Jan Michael is handing out spacesuits to make sure the crew doesn't die.
Okay.
He is confused about Steve's character
Yes,
and how to.
I would guess, Steve, you don't need any sort of safety apparatus for the cold embrace of space.
And Michael Vincent, are you concerned about my integrity or about my ability to wear a spacesuit? I don't like my character being questioned.
Fair. Just make sure you have a gun, and we're good.
Get a gun. I'll leave the spacesuit behind.
Okay. Um, I I missed the very beginning part of this. Is Choi able to type? He's kind of at the store or something, or is he here?
I have no idea.
No one knows.
Okay. Um, I I have to believe that Choi has a attachment pack for space that grants kind of like a 3D jetpack kind of thing,
Thanks,
Mhm.
Troybot.
and he's equipping that. And I would say we're reeling ourselves in fast to this other ship, and we're essentially preparing ourselves for boarding.
Okay. So as the ship is turning on its still on its axis with only the one engine, it is starting to reel in a little awkwardly. You have the closer piece harpoon that is still lodged in the engine, and the further away one that was in the hull didn't go in as much. So you're kind of pulling it in on an angle, like it's coming in like that, and it is going to have a contact point that you're possibly going to be able to board. It looks like on the possibly if you can get into the bridge on the nose of the ship, but you will have to jump through space to get to the door. Well, the door, any sort of entrance, because the unfortunately the entrance is in the back bay.
We can send Troybot because he doesn't have to breathe.
I don't think we're going to send just Choibot. I think Choibot and Steve are going to ensure the rest of us are able to navigate through space. As Jan Michael Vincent, I don't have any inner abilities to navigate space. I am more of a simple land creature.
So I can just kind of wander up to the nose. I can just kind of be on their bridge for a minute.
Wait, who
Wouldn't
needs
be a big deal.
oxygen to breathe?
Scope the place out.
Anyone need oxygen to breathe? Okay. Good talk.
I tried it once. Wasn't for me.
I think really the only question is for you and Biryan. Possibly only Biryan. Aren't you human, Amex?
I am.
Okay, so yeah, Biryan, do Terracats need oxygen or any form of atmosphere?
Yeah, they do.
Sounds so sad.
I know.
You sounded like you're telling a sad story at a bar, and you just took a big swig. Yeah, I need oxygen.
Yes, that's exactly how I feel about having to put on a spacesuit to spread peace.
Space pizza.
Don't forget your peace gun.
All right. So, as the ship is coming in, you are still reeling it in. Are you guys going to prepare to board the ship? Are you gonna? What are you gonna do?
Full on board.
Yeah.
All right, guns have been handed out. I'm assuming MX has his blade gun or gun blade or all possible combinations of the word blade and gun.
Damn it.
We're space suits. We all got our space suits. Choibot is ready to do some damage there. It's coming in hot. This is what we were born for, to spread peace through violence.
So is everybody that is not going to be able to move of their own volition in space? Are you going to all like link to Choibot with his little booster pack, or are you just all going to try on your own?
I think we should definitely tie ourselves together because we know the dangers of being left alone out in space.
Okay.
Can we use some space rope or a space linkage to tie with Choi or Steve?
You don't need to link me up. I'll be there with you guys when you get there.
Yeah, I
Just
assume
remember.
I assume Steve is
Remember
ambulatory.
me.
Literally.
Yeah, I'll just be floating next to you guys. It'll be a shimmer till we get to the actual thing.
All right.
So,
So if you guys
with
are
Choi bot.
prepping up with that, you have tied all of yourselves like a daisy chain to Choybot, who is going to be boosting you guys, navigating you guys through the jump. And I'm gonna need Choi. Let's see, because you are the one that's making the move, like kind of leading this daisy chain. You are going to roll for me. Just roll. Roll calculating. So roll +2. Roll 2d4 +2.
Oh, wait, say it one more time.
2d4 +2.
2d4. Okay.
Or 2d6. I'm so. Whoa! All right. So that's an 11. That is
Good.
that's a very good roll. That's Choybot, you make sure that everybody is linked up, and you all count down 3, 2, 1, jump. And just as you jump, your booster pack comes on and rockets you in a perfectly straight line towards the back bay of the ship. The gunner that's still like firing volleys on you, he takes notice of this and tries to get off another shot, but they just completely whiz off into the dense blackness of space. And as the ship is kind of still rotating around its little point with the momentum behind it, you are able to use that to swing right around into the back bay right there. That's fire. And all of you made it without a hitch. It was a perfect little jump. And Steve, as soon as you guys land, Steve materializes a little bit next to you.
Right. Guys? Doesn't trip?
I guess.
Good.
Let's go spread some peace.
I'm assuming Biryan is rolling their eyes.
No, I genuinely believe that we want to spread peace. I'm that naive.
All right, so you guys are getting your bearings in the bay when you see that the alarms on this ship, which are already going off because you've already really hard damaged this ship pretty hard. The alarms actually stop, which is very strange. Shouldn't really be happening when a ship is as damaged, as nearly immobile as this one. To the left, you can see the peace harpoon that is sticking through the wall. It is not making a seal, which means it's a good thing you kept your suits on. You took those suits. And the door in front of you is kind of a what is that? Airlock. The door in front of you is an airlock, and in the airlock, you see that one of those people that were on the video call before. It looks like the small, rotund, masked Levos creature, and it is frantically kind of jamming at some keys in a wall console on the right hand side of the door.
My gun. I say, slow down there.
Okay. You are roll plus volatile.
Can somebody roll for me?
I'll roll for you.
I'm not on the. Okay.
Jan, what is your volatile?
Oof.
Plus 2.
Chan feels like a +2 volatile.
Okay. Okay. So on a mixed success,
I just shoot him. He moves, I shoot him. It's an okay outcome.
That's what you're saying? If you move and I shoot?
Yeah. And does he take me up on it? Is the question.
This Levos creature is pretty startled, and just goes, "Oh, I'm nothing. I won't do anything. Don't shoot me. What do you want? 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 What do you want?"
Open the airlock and let us in.
Yeah. Yep. Absolutely. Yeah. Yes. Okay. Just don't shoot me, and I'll open the door. And all right. And it
Get me a beer.
what is beer? Do you mean a bear? This
I can go for a bear. Yeah, that'd be good too.
crack open a bear with the boys. This the Levos person, I'm just gonna call them person. This person kind of moves towards the door lock, which is just to the left of the console they were just jamming in. They press the button, they jam one last key, they kind of slam it down, and they immediately run through the door, the port that opens behind them, into a deeper part of the ship, and the airlock opens.
You can follow the guy. The person, excuse me.
You can say the guy. I'm only saying it because, like, it's an alien.
Yeah. Get it? You're racist. Sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, chase down the Levis.
Good.
All right. You guys are through. You're keeping your suits on? I'm imagine you're not gonna like.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you run through that same port. Let's see. Who's in there? Okay. As the door opens, you hear a deep imagine Vinnie Jones in Snatch voice that that starts yelling, "Killian, get out of there!" And you see the one that he is now called Killian is running. It looks like down a long hallway with a lot of sparks kind of flying through it, And at the very end of the hallway, it looks like on the left there is a sign that says Armory, and to the front, I'm really glad you guys can't see my hand motions because I'm doing all the wrong directions, I just realized. In front is the a door that is marked command deck. And also in this hallway is another one of the people that you saw on the camera. Looks like the source of that loud shout. He runs up in front of Killian as she gets behind and unhitches a railgun from his back and holds it up and levels it with whoever is leading you guys. Whichever you is in front.
I'm the one who screamed to follow, so I'll go ahead and say that my 7 foot tall ass is in front.
Okay, your ass, your tailed ass is in front, and that's an 8. And what was he again? Okay. Shit. All right. So he gets off an alpha strike, a first strike.
Okay.
And let's see. That rifle, it kind of nails you right in the upper arm, because he was kind of holding it level with where a humanoid's head would be, like a human-sized humanoid like him. So he kind of gets you in the shoulder, and it does 2 harm.
Whoever's eating or drinking, be mindful.
I don't think it's me, but I'm sorry if it is. I'm not doing.
Pretty sure I'm not eating.
I'm not.
It may be Phil. Sorry, Phil. I'm just looking at the Discord.
As the man who's drinking tequila straight on the side right now.
Yeah.
No, I have a little ginger beer and ice. It's good.
First I'm hearing of that. Alright, so Birion just took one, right?
I'd like to use unsettling.
Yes.
I'm not entirely sure what the role is, but yeah, I'd like to try to take the form of a giant version of the railgun that they're pointing at us, and point it back at them.
Ooh, okay.
You know, to be unsettling.
All right. All right. So, Birion, you take those 2 harm. You're now pretty fucked up. Your arm is pretty fucked up.
Yeah, I'm just rattled, right? Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It astoundingly did not damage your suit. It looks like because of the way that the gun works, it's a force bolt, so it did not get through anything there, which is great. But it still had a lot of force behind it. Steve, you sort of flicker in and out of reality for a second, and in sort of like a, not really a flash, more of like a heat shimmer, in front of this Denzai, this person that just fired on you guys, he sees an absolutely massive, filling the entire height and width of the hallway, glowing shiny gun.
Excellent.
With a skin of your choice. And you are lowering it at him, and he is immediately kind of looks up and is visibly shaken by this sight.
Can I roll intimidate, or is that a separate?
No, yeah, it's an
thing.
ability of yours. You are good. It just
Sweet.
works.
Cool.
And he kind of shake it, not really like like he's rattled, but he's not like physically shaking. So he pulls his gun back up directly at you, and he shouts, "What the fuck is this?" Get him out of here! Get in here! And you hear some sort of, it's a rumble behind you guys as he has this gun kind of trained on your large gun near the barrel of your large gun, Steve, your gigantic gun. And you look behind and see that the key that Killian, whatever Killian had been doing back there, seems to have started a process that is detaching the back end of the ship right around a little behind where you guys are. And as this is happening, he takes another kind of scared shot. Actually, he takes a couple, and but he's and he rolled terribly, so he's too terrified to aim properly. He's just kind of suppressing fire on all you guys. What would anybody like to do? You have this guy. He's pretty terrified right now. The ship is pretty rapidly falling apart behind you, and the door behind him seems to lead to the bridge.
You said there was also an armory door in the same hallway?
Yes, it is also kind of branched off just around where he is. About, let's say, like 25, 30 feet in front of you.
Was Jan Michael Vincent not already in there?
So, I would like to use my quick draw ability to be in there.
All right, Jan.
I moved fast, in the confusion, and I'm in the armory cruising and looking for both guns, drugs, and money.
I will say, let's see.
It's too ambitious.
That's a little ambitious. You were a great pilot on Airwolf, but you cannot teleport, Jan. I will say that you do have an advantage in this situation because this dude is shitting his britches right now, and he's clearly not paying attention to you.
In his pants.
So let's say roll 2d6 straight up and down twice.
Lend a hand. I am like knee deep in coffee roaster right now.
Wow.
So it was you making the
sorry.
noise.
No,
If I am, I've been trying to be very good about muting, so my bad.
No, I couldn't tell at all. All right. So okay. So you got a 7 and a 9. We'll say that's a mixed success. So you, Jan, what are you gonna do to try and get there? Are you just taking off and trying to kind of pushing past this dude as you run to get in there?
I'd like to do the what you see in most action movies at some point where one of the main characters is basically doesn't give a shit about the suppressing fire and just calmly walks into it, and I take the shot hitting that guy's gun. Is that an action I can do?
Yeah. We'll say that in this You walk through the gunfire like a total badass.
Because I'm drunk.
Yeah. You drunkenly kind of weave in and out of the gunshots like Nicolas Cage in the movie Next.
Very specific.
Good movie.
No, it's not. And as you get up to him and you try and kind of smash his gun out of his hand, you do not get like a good handle on the gun when you do that, because you're kind of trying to push past him while you do it. So it pushes him kind of off balance, but he is not disarmed as you make your way into the armory. Do you guys want to try and follow? Do you want to try and fight him or push past him to the other side? What do you want to do?
I say fight him and get information.
Okay.
Or attempt to get information.
Okay, Amex. Let's see. Roll plus volatile.
This is a dumb question. Where is volatile on this die?
Your character sheet.
Well, fuck me. It's negative. It's negative.
Yeah,
Jesus.
that is kind of an issue of you deciding to make a mystic who makes guns.
Fuck. Sorry. I'm still doing it. You guys can't stop me. It's negative
say...
1. It's negative 1.
Can I roll to try to stop him?
I mean,
I want to. I'm just wondering if I could.
Steve, you immediately turn around and aim yourself at Amex, and you're like, "Why are you trying to hit him?" And then you accidentally blow his head off. No,
there's no chance I'm gonna get snake eyes. I'm doing it.
Go for it.
Fuck!
Well, there was no chance. You technically got snake eyes because you have to subtract 1 from that.
I know.
Ooh.
All right.
Well, I slip and fall on my ass on that.
Yeah, Amex, you take out your gunblade and you kind of try and aim it at him, but you can't see past Steve's gigantic gun ass and get a good shot, so you kind of just fire into the wall.
Nice. Solid.
And I'll say you get 1. I mean, there's no real turns, but I'll say this guy's gonna have like 1 more quote-unquote turn before he's gonna do anything, because he's still like scared and off balance.
Any takers?
I'm assuming Choi's unable to talk, but will show us all how it's done. Like, I'm just gonna assume he pulls a Genos from One Punch Man here.
Saitama bot.
I
all right. A 1-inch punch.
No, not Saitama, but like Genos, like, look badass, a lot of fire out of nowhere, does some random kicking.
Oh, I have no idea who that is. I've never seen it.
The robot cyborg, like just quickly Google and put up a quick stream just to get the music. Just put Genos battle music, and that will clear up all of this confusion.
I still have an action.
Yeah.
Okay. Can I use the gas grenade with the hallucinogenics in it? I'd like to try to tear it out of the giant gun.
Is that another? Yeah, that's another one of your moves. I will say, you already used unsettling. And
Was it only 1?
Well, like,
okay.
We're gonna say like you can't use another one until you like rest or get your energy back, because it takes a lot of effort.
Like to regular attack with the gun that I brought then.
Okay. The way that you're set up, go ahead and roll plus volatile again.
So it's the standard 2d6.
Yep. Oh my god.
Cool. Oh,
All right.
I would like, even though the physical gun that I'm shooting is regular sized, I want it to look like it's coming out of the big gun.
That you read my mind, Steve.
Okay.
You flip your gun around, and you. Now these are futuristic railguns, so they don't have to cock or have any physical ammunition, any physical payload. But so it's really weird when your gun goes and you aim right at this dude's chest and let it fucking rip, and you blast him right in the chest, and he takes 3 harm. Holy shit. And you get a choice of some of these little combat moves.
Which combat moves?
Let me.
I guess where is it under?
It is.
Stuff things up.
In ID handouts, it's moves and other actions.
Moves and other actions.
But here. Move / combat / etc.
Oh, sweet. Let's see. I'm gonna choose the second from the bottom. I want them to be terrified that the giant gun actually works, and then to suffer stress.
I like it. Yeah, you blast this motherfucker in the chest, and he is now reconsidering everything in his life. He just, he kind of blasts back on his ass and on his back, and he kind of whimpers a little bit, thinking out loud. Fucking space. I hate you people. And then he kind of rocks onto his stomach and tries to crawl his way through towards the bridge door, which opens up, and you hear another voice shout, Kreejak, what's going on in there? Do you require assistance? Have we taken them out? Can we land now? You don't see anybody speaking in the bridge. So you don't know where these voices are coming from.
Can I dart into the armory and try to recover?
Yeah, absolutely. We'll say
I'm doing
we'll
an
say you
official
don't have to-
action.
We'll say you don't have to roll for it because he's already down. You don't know where anybody is, so you can just kind of duck in there and Jan is there. So
Do I have to roll or no?
no, you recover.
Okay, so I can
harm.
just the one.
Yeah. Oh wait, there is a recover move.
Yeah.
Shit, my bad. Yeah, go ahead and roll those bones, baby.
All right. That's a 2d6, and I don't have any stalwart.
Holy shit.
Hey,
Nice.
Nice.
I am a giant cat who can get shot and just walk it off.
Yep.
Nine lives.
Yep. Fuck! You beat me to it, Brian. Well, actually,
Sorry.
does he have 9 lives or even more?
There's 9 space lives, which is even better.
Yeah.
Mm.
What's the exchange rate on space lives to regular lives?
Same rate as Stanley Nichols to Shrootbuff.
True.
You need to know the singularity inside of a black hole to know the true answer to that.
It's 4.
It's four. It's 4 lives.
So I'm assuming you're gonna shrug it off.
Yeah, shrug it off. Heal.
Yeah. And
Heal.
we'll say you haven't discharged anything. Wait, did you?
Not since we rested, I don't think.
Not since you got on the ship before, yeah. So you're good. We'll say you get 2 moves. You're readying another one of your moves.
Okay, so is there anybody else in the armory? I'm sorry if you explained that and I missed it.
Yeah, sorry. Jan went in there and we never even covered that because there was a fight going on. Jan, when you got into the armory, what do you see?
There's some guns. There's some just random tech laying around. I pocket some of the smaller items, as well as a coveted space gun, which is different than my regular gun. And also after Steve just fucking destroyed that guy, I go over to loot his body. I would like to roll to see what loot I could take.
Still alive, right?
Yeah, he's not dead.
I
mean, you can still loot his body, but
He'll think it's weird that you're trying to cop a feel while he's down.
Get information.
I shoot him in the knee while there.
I argue to
Sorry.
get information. That's fine.
Well, Amex, you could go do that with your special offers inside, but like, I'm looking. I loot the guy.
That's 3 sessions straight that Calvin has made that joke. And it's still not old. Astoundingly, it still makes me giggle. Yeah, you get over to him. He as you get over, he kind of kicks at you to try and get you away.
Shoot him in the fucking knee.
You shoot him in the fucking knee.
Wait, he has to roll whether he actually like hits him in the knee.
Dude's down on the ground.
I mean,
Jan's drunk, but he's not that drunk.
He's a seasoned war criminal.
Just because
that's
just
my
because
favorite phrase
Jan
from
just got his
tonight's meeting.
license doesn't mean he can aim.
How are we gonna resolve this? Let's say you, Jan, see a strange jet black, looks like kind of like a curved staff on his belt.
Take it.
Right?
It's probably a dildo, but I'll take it.
It is a Kawada.
Phrasing. Sorry, I was muted. Phrasing.
It is a Kawada.
A space dildo. My bad.
Yes, a space dildo. No, it's a. Looks like a stave with a big curved end. You don't really recognize it. Amex, can you seasoned war criminal? Amex, can you roll 2d6 for me?
For what?
To see if you recognize this weapon, because you're the weapon expert.
Well, fuck yeah.
All right. So you
Hopefully
don't.
it's some kind of gun blade.
You bastard.
So you recognize this is a Kawada. Looks like kind of like a stick attached to a boomerang. You can tell that it seems carbonized, but you can't really tell any more than that. What it like would be worth or whatever.
I'm sorry, a gun blade is 37 inches.
We went through this last time.
I know. Sorry. Go ahead. So
Are you taking it, Jan?
No, I take that. I go through his wallet. I find like $40 cash kind of
Wait,
thing.
Lucho tells you what you find. What the fuck
No,
is this game?
Calvin has my notes. He's reading and he just read $40.
Yep. So I loot the guy. I take it. My intent is to either give it to our weapons expert, Amex Prime or something, or Choybot later on. But for now, I just pocket it.
Mm-hmm. You also could potentially sell it. Just putting that out there.
We'll get there, but
Yeah.
we'll see how much money we need to raise to fix Alexa after this.
Right.
Oh my gosh.
Over the I'm sorry, we still haven't. Yeah, the armory just has fucking. It's just got a couple racks with some variety of energy weapons. It's
Is there
got.
anything that Birion perceives as a non-lethal weapon, like a force hammer, anything where I could cause blunt force trauma without killing anybody and feel okay about it?
I think there's a twisted T over there in the corner.
So you want to cause quote unquote non-lethal damage like the NFL quote unquote doesn't cause concussions.
Yeah.
Ooh.
There's a couple staves in there too if you want to grab one of them. It looks like they're made of the same material as the Kawada, but they're
Who the hell is Steve?
not heavier.
Stave weapon?
Staff.
Gotcha. After getting shot in the shoulder, I'm definitely going to grab one of those.
Okay. So you are now armed. Dun, 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 dun.
And
oh yeah,
is
sorry.
there-
Go ahead.
so I ducked into the armory. I healed. I immediately grab a blunt force trauma staff. And is the ship still detaching the back half?
Yeah. It the kind of it's that's a good point. So let's resolve that. The back half of the ship has been kind of closed off by what looks to be a thick interlocking door as the back half kind of crumbled away. It seems to have stopped the ship from moving, aside from it still kind of being at the mercy of your ship.
Mm-hmm.
Because it kind of like got rid of whatever payload to lower its momentum.
Gotcha. But we're not stopped from going back to our ship, right?
No, it doesn't seem so.
Okay, like I was just trying to figure out if it was like the rail car effect. Like we attached ourselves to the last car and then they let go of the last car.
You can't get out that way. But that that from these kinds of like most ships don't have a single point of ingress. It's just that this was the least dangerous way for you guys to get on.
Okay, so we're still attached to them. There's no way that they're unattaching from us without killing us
a
first.
miracle. Yeah.
Okay. Cool. So instead of worrying about their ship falling apart, I'm gonna go right into the control deck, and
Okay.
I'm gonna smash like the door panel on my way in, just so they can't lock the door behind me.
Okay. Yeah, you do that. That's my favorite thing in D&D is just being able to go. You do that. You walk through the door. I'm assuming everybody else is following. Jan, are you done mugging this guy?
Done resisting?
Yes.
Then yes.
Okay. What were you gonna say, Steve? Sorry.
Oh, Jan, I was going to ask if you're not going to use the culotta, can I borrow it?
Take it. I throw it to him menacingly.
Okay. Steve, you kind of fumble it because it sort of like phases halfway through your hand at first, and then it kind of bounces out. But you catch it.
Cool.
There's a
Turn into this guy, more or less.
Oh, I forgot that dude's name. Not the actor, not Crocodile Dundee. All right. You get into the control room. It looks as though the navigation panel up near the front, where you where you can see out with your your view panel and everything, it looks like that it has been shut down. The view panel, it's just off. It looks like that there was a couple things that were knocked over in the direction of, if you're facing the view panel to the left, the little hollow thing at the center is still powered on, and you can see through it. There's still a video feed going to your ship. You can see through it Alexa displaying both the hull integrity, holding steady at 65, and also reporting that there is what appears to be a new vehicle that, or a new ping that has appeared on his radar around where you are, weirdly. And as you look out the viewport from this holodeck, let's say, yeah.
Harpoon the wrong ship.
No.
Okay, I just
I'm
making
just
sure we didn't hit like a
deciding-
Pizza Hut delivery guy.
Biryan, roll
Ooh,
plus calculating.
Roll
scope it
plus.
out.
Okay, 2d6.
Mhm.
Plus 1.
All right. You're kind of scanning the night sky, and the sky, and as you kind of hit, it looks like right up near this pizza, actually, right here.
Mm-hmm.
You see kind of a blip, and it looks like it is pretty quickly kind of scooting its way towards the docking port.
So it's going towards the circle away from us.
Yes.
So it's going to
Actually,
beat
that's-
us to the ship.
That's way too fucking far. Yeah, it's gonna. It will. Looks like it's. Well, it doesn't. You don't know. It's moving like pretty quickly, but it's also what looks like kind of just a little pod. Your ship is far more powerful. Like your engines are far more powerful than that. But of course, you are in a ship whose navigation is powered down and has one engine right now, and it would take you probably a little bit to try and navigate your way back to your ship.
Um. Can I like say out loud to everybody, like, what the fuck is that? Or does anybody else see that?
Pizza?
It's Treatza, because it's got a tree on it.
Well,
Oh.
pizza doesn't grow on trees, but apparently trees grow on pizza.
Get out.
Yeah, I see something. Not really sure what it is. Doesn't look
Steve,
like anything to me.
yeah, Steve, as you kind of peer at this pod, you don't have really a head or a brain necessarily, but you kind of get what can only be described as like kind of a very uncomfortable headache like sensation.
Uh,
Jesus.
And as this happens, the alarms on your ship, on the ship that you're on, start back up. And as you look behind, or as you look around, you see through the door the one that it looks like was being yelled at by the others as Kryjak, or Kryjak, I don't remember how I pronounce it. Kryjak is pointing some sort of device at you, at all of you, but kind of aiming more at Steve. It looks kind of like a handheld, kind of a satellite dish. Calvin, you remember the gamma guns in Fallout 4?
Do
Yeah, it's kind of shaped like that. I don't remember if you played
does
Fallout
our
4.
opponent also play Fallout?
No, but what he does play is Fuck You the Game, where he tries to
Team
shoot
Somerset?
some sort of who tries to looks like shooting some sort of radiation, some sort of wavelength at you all, and he is also holding in his other hand what looks like that same communicator, little watch thing that was on that spy. He's holding one. Well, like not holding. He's wearing it like you would wear a wristwatch on the inside of your wrist.
Mm-hmm.
And his mouth, you can see he's up to it, and he says, "Start the self-destruct."
Oh shit.
I'm gonna take you fucking abominations down with me.
Can I use quick draw to shoot?
Yeah. We're just gonna say that works because he's just down on the ground. He can't do anything. So you shoot him and he's now dead.
Well, you fucking idiot. Maybe we would be able to get like some way to disarm it. God damn it, Calvin. Can I roll to smack Calvin?
I'm gonna ask the Amex.
Sorry.
He can now go interrogate
Yeah.
the guy who's missing a kneecap if he feels like it. Can I roll to force Amex to think?
No,
Troy-
I was gonna roll to smack him, but
Troybot, grab the communicator and impersonate that man's voice perfectly and say cancel.
Perfectly.
Use your robot technology to repeat his voice, but add the word cancel to self-destruct.
ooh, good one.
Okay, I'm gonna imitate the voice perfectly, but there's a slight like Asian accent, but it's like Space Korean.
Space Korean.
So it's like
That's-
almost perfect, but like I might have to roll for it, you know,
That's
like
fair.
'cause Space Korean might be picked up, and you never know, you never know.
You
A
may
sharp-
not
Forget about those
understand.
dialects.
We may not understand short.
That's where I
but-
get Space Korea is where I get my galactic checkbookie.
Oh man, Space Korea is the best source of space kimchi.
Like, I'm assuming like Choi records all conversation. Choybot
I think
records all
that's
conversation.
I
That's
think
more
that's
of a Alexa
fair.
thing.
I think it's fair to assume Choybot is built to understand the human body. So I will say this person was not human, but Choybot is. They did have like a vocal cords and a voice box, so Choybot does have the capability to do that.
Yeah, I quickly direct Choybot to fake his voice and cancel the self-destruct.
Choybot, roll 2d6 and
How much of a handicap do I get with the accents?
I'm gonna say +2. We're gonna say you get a +2. So you're gonna you have a -1 slick. You're gonna get +2 on that for the plan. So you're gonna have +1 total. So 2d6 +1. Rolling them
Oh, no.
bones.
God damn.
Okay. So
I attempt to cancel the self-destruct, but my accent is so thick, it comes out something like, "Oh, can we cancel the self-destruct, please? Definitely not Space Korean here."
and the communicator thing, the little smartwatch thing, you look at it after you speak into it, and it just says has a little message come up that says "Nice try, fucko," and the self-destruct timer is still going. And
Time we got? Like,
Huh?
how many space minutes we have?
it looks like you have 3 space minutes,
I'll brush
I'm
my teeth
done.
at that time.
But,
and I think we are gonna call it there.
What a time to call it in the middle of a
What a
self-destruct
time.
countdown.
Hmm? Tune in next week.
You sure know how to leave your players hanging.
If you is that not satisfying? Would you rather keep going?
No, it's
oh no, that was good.
very
Okay.
viable cliffhanger. And
Yeah.
it's also going to be very easy to snap back into roleplay because we're literally in the middle of a countdown.
You're literally going to die.
Can't really deviate too much from that.
All right, awesome. How do you guys think this is going so far? Do you have anything you request?
I think it's great.
Well, thank you, Shay.
Turned into a giant gun and shot someone through the chest. I had a great time.
That was actually pretty
Yeah.
great.
Yeah, I'm having a lot of fun, especially like there's like a good mix of like realism and fantasy with like the moves, and like I like how you get to like pick certain things to happen when you get good rolls.
Yeah, I
I'm
think
having a
this
lot
is
of fun with that.
this is a pretty good system.
I feel like we're actually like progressing, you know, whereas our first attempt at D&D, we would have to, oh my God, there was so much throwing rocks at each
Lot of
other,
rocks.
and then when Martin was on the call, like, oh, this
Bro.
is just a complete standstill.
The part of the problem was I went in having like characters that you guys were gonna have to like interact with to progress and like role play with, and you ended up killing all of them.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I'm
It wasn't
pretty sure
my
that
fault they
whole
were weak
character
to rocks.
threw a rock at.
It absolutely is your fault, Calvin.
It was too rigid in structure. Like it was too it wasn't completely turn-based, but it was like too rigid in structure, and every
Yeah.
bit of that structure was taken up by Calvin trying to throw a rock at Cedric, and then Cedric thinking of different ways to retaliate. That was our first first several sessions went like that.
Didn't I steal an orc woman's underwear for like
You
no
did.
reason?
Oh, yeah,
You
you
went on a
certainly did.
panty raid. Yeah, I will say that was another aim for me picking this system, is because it's a lot more loosey goosey.
Lucy Goosey is good.
Okay. Yeah, if you guys like, if there's anything else, like, if you have other like suggestions